In today's My CBN Spotlight, we had a chance to sit down with director-actor Stephen Baldwin and director and producer Kevin Downs to talk about their latest film, Faith of Our Fathers, a film that honors our Vietnam veterans.
Faith of Our Fathers clearly is a motivation by Kevin and the filmmakers and myself to really want to honor veterans and say, we love you guys and thank you. And there's so much unresolved stuff with veterans, and there's so much healing that needs to come into that, and Faith of Our Fathers is certainly a tool for all of that.
It's an original story from Carrie Scott that David and I saw, and you know, when we first saw it, we wanted to make a film that honored veterans. That was the heart behind it. Is a love story to veterans, a love story to fathers. In a way, you know, I've done 20-something movies and I've had the gospel in many of them. This is a film where the gospel is presented so clearly, but yet in an intimate way where you feel like you're there with them, sort of in the jungles, and you're just sort of peeking over their shoulder and you're a part of the conversation. So we wanted the gospel to be conversational and yet inclusive, so everybody could understand exactly what was going on in that moment. And I just love it. I get chills. I've seen it thousands of times, obviously, over the years, and just absolutely love the scene. I'm very proud of it.
I love, between Dave White and Kevin, which are the sons in this film. I played the sergeant in the flashbacks of the Vietnam sequences, which are equally as powerful and important. But I love when we show today, and they show Kevin and Dave, I love that there's this question about who was my dad? I didn't know my dad. There's this unresolved answer to something that if you know God and you know Jesus and you know the scriptures, there's so many things that can connect all of that and solve that answer and bring resolution to all that. That's the thing that fascinates me the most about Faith of Our Fathers, because even though it's a picture set in Vietnam that flashes back and it's a war movie and it's two guys, it really relates to everybody. And I'm not just saying that to try to convince anybody, oh, go see this movie because, you know, it's not just for guys. It is for guys, but in that thought, in that idea of unresolved issues of life, who am I, where am I going, what's it all about, this movie has a powerful through line relevant to that that makes the film for everybody, in my opinion.
We as a body, we want to see movies that really put our faith out there on screen and make us believe that, you know what, that's what I believe. That's what I believe. It's important. It's significant. That's our mission with the films that we create. It's our mission with Faith of Our Fathers. And it's exciting to be able to do that. It's exciting to see everybody's response when you finally put something out there. And with this film, when it's 7 years, it's very unusual. But it's exciting. I can't wait. One of the overall messages of the film is for those of us that are parents, we have the choice to leave a legacy to our children. And we can do that in many different ways. You know, what's wonderful about Faith of Our Fathers, that even though physically these two guys that served in Vietnam didn't know their sons, they left an amazing legacy for them. And they're heroes. They're amazing heroes. And I hope that I hope the film brings healing to some that may not kind of connect the dots. We've seen that in some of the pre-release screenings of people that I had no idea what their story was, and all of a sudden the film connected dots for them. They realized, a couple of guys in particular that come to my head, I literally, a quote, they said to me, my dad was a hero. And I didn't know that until I watched this film, and his tears are streaming down their face, and I'm just sitting there dumbfounded. I'm like, this is not me. This is God is coming up with this for such a time as right now. Not 7 years ago. He knows exactly who needs to watch this movie, and at the particular time that person needs to watch this movie. And who am I to ever doubt his perfect timing and his wisdom?